Emilio Lizardo, in a crazy guy, scientist writing things on a wall.
Well, first he straps himself to all of the electronics and turns it on, electrifies the fuck out of himself, and then starts writing shit down.
Well, he electrifies himself to go to a flashback.
Yes.
Of back when he was regular Dr. Emilio Lizardo, and he wanted to go across the 8th dimension with a younger Professor Hikita in tow, because I think at this point the 30s.
Yeah.
Where they literally scrapped together this machine using garbage and spare parts. So he's ready to go, and he's going to drive, and he's driving, and Hikita's like, I am nowhere near ready, what are you doing? Stop the car!
Stop doing it, why are you doing this? And he just does.
And he gets halfway through
the
wall
before the laser that opens the portal cuts out. So
and he's stuck.
Yeah.
And you can see through the little view glass what he's seeing, and it's what we come to find out are electoids.
Yes.
Clawing at him, pawing at him, smacking him around. They pull him out of the hole, takes his helmet off.
And he's insane.
He's insane. Crazy hair everywhere.
Yeah, just makes him nuts.
Knocks the 2 doctors out, looks at Akita, like, snarls, and gallops out.
And you're just like, oh, John Lithgow's insane. I get this.
The orderly in this scene is a young Jonathan Banks, who you might know as Mike from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Yep.
It was jarring to see him with hair.
It was very weird. I'm not going to lie. It was odd.
But he's got to take the TV away because the doctor's using 20,000 watts or some nonsense number a month.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, you're crazy, doctor. And he's laughing. He's like, laugh it up, a monkey boy! Because he has a cartoonish Italian accent through this whole film.
He really does. So, which kind of works for him because he is a walking cartoon.
Well, him just muttering to himself like, he's where do you wear your hat?
Yeah, as he's writing down these equations, he's just literally spouting off old shit like that. And you're like, wait, what the fuck are we doing here?
I think that's what they were saying whilst watching the movie.
Yes.
So after a successful trip across the 8th dimension, what does Buckaroo Bonzai do?
Well,
to celebrate? Have a concert!
Again,
with him and the Hong Kong Cavaliers.
If I were Buckaroo Bonzai, that's exactly what I would do, so I'm okay with this.
So they start rocking the house. Now the song is playing.
Yes.
And there are at least 3 people on stage with a guitar in hand.
Yes.
I don't hear any guitar being
I thought
played
the
in
exact
music.
same thing. Yeah, there is no guitar in their music, but there's a lot of guitars in their hands. Yeah, I got nothing. This is just, if you want to be a rock star, even in the 80s at the beginning of New Wave, you don't look cool just playing synthesizers. So they have to give them guitars. They do it in movies all the time.
Because Bonzai gets a solo, and that's when a guitar kicks up.
Yeah.
And he's shredding.
And he's shredding because he's Bonzai.
Because he's the coolest guy in the world.
Yes.
Literally stops the show.
Yes.
Because out of all this dancing and clapping and finger snapping and everyone having just a great time, he hears something.
Yeah. Which, nope.
He's like, stop, everyone, shut up, stop. Somebody not having a good time out there? Somebody crying?
Yeah.
And then we see Pretty Penny.
Sorry, Penny Pretty.
Penny Pretty.
And it's spelled P-R-I-D-D-Y, by the way.
Yep. So Penny Pretty is like, yeah, I'm crying.
She's all sad.
It's like, what's your name? Penny? Peggy? That's
a dickish move.
Well, later on we find out why he called her that, but in the moment it sounds like, what's your name? It doesn't matter, I'm calling you Peggy. Because I'm fucking Buckaroo Bonzai, and to Buckaroo Bonzai, you're Peggy, alright? No, but we find out later why he called her Peggy.
Sort of. Which, I'll get into Buckaroo as a whole, but we'll get there. So she's crying and he talks to her and just sort of.
And she's having just the worst.
Yeah.
She's down to her last nickel.
Yeah.
She's been kicked out of the Y. They won't hold her luggage because it doesn't have any money for storage fee. She spent whatever little money she had left on the bottle of booze she's holding.
Which
in the bar. Which I'm like, I don't. Did you sneak that in?
Well, she probably did. I mean, no one really questions pretty women. That's kind of how that goes.
That's true. So he's like, you know what? Because everyone's starting to give her the business, and Jerry's like, hey, don't be mean.
None of this now.
There's no need to be mean. Because wherever you're going, there you are. Makes perfect sense to me, Steve. I don't know what you're shrugging your shoulders about. That makes perfect sense to me.
Nope.
So, he sits down at the old piano, and he's gonna tickle the ivories for old...
Yeah, and the song goes out to her.
It's for you, Peggy.
And then he plays one of the saddest breakup songs in history from 1963, Since I Don't Have You.
Poorly.
Poorly, by the way.
Peter Weller is a fantastic actor. He's not much of a singer.
Well, he would beg to differ because he actually has been a singer in the past.
Well,
I don't know what the hell he did here, but he's not good at this. He's also, by the way, not only a bad singer, terrible frontman. Much like everything else Buckaroo Bonzai does in this, there is no emotion in what he does. It is fucking jarring.
Yeah. So... she is... While he's singing the saddest song in the world, she literally, brandishing a pistol, is going to blow her brains out while he's singing. A waitress knocks her hand ajar... Gun goes in the air, gun goes off.
Yeah.
Literally every single member on stage drops their instruments, pulls out their guns, and points it at her.
Yeah.
And it was, it's okay, Bunch. It's okay. And it's like, no, it's not. And they grab him off stage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got to assume him being the world's most famous man, he probably does get a handful of assassination attempts on occasion.
You would think. So Emilio escapes by brutally murdering Jonathan Banks.
Because that's what you do.
Well, he's giving a call. He's just like, I'm making a call. It's like, sure you are, Doc. Whatever. He's like, it better be collect. So he calls his fellow aliens, John the Big Booty, at a Yo-Yo-Dine Industries or whatever.
Can I point out that he, like, flat out murders the fucking dude, and the other guy's just like, alright.
Well, isn't the other guy a patient? They're all patients other than him.
Oh, that's right. He was a patient, wasn't he? Yeah. No, for some reason I thought he was a doctor.
So he lifts him straight up.
Yeah.
You're
breaks
dead.
His neck.
Drops him.
One of like 40 people who get their neck broken in this movie.
Calls up John Big Booty at Yo-Yo-Dine. And he's off.
Yep.
But before he's off, he's like, oh, quickly, that Buckaroo Bonzai game you're playing, crazy guy?
Yeah, I have to destroy that because fuck you.
Because he hates Buckaroo Bonzai. On the Bonzai bus, the Bonzai team bus.
Well,
team Bonzai
to be fair, that is a thing that rock stars did back then. They don't do it now, but they used to.
It's a cool bus. It's like Buckaroo Bonzai and the Hong Kong Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Buckaroo Bonzai, who is in now full samurai regalia.
Which, again, was why I'm so fucking mad, because now he's a samurai, and he never fucking samurais anyone. Which, yes, I understand I use that verb, and I will every day for the rest of my life. Who does
one samurai someone?
You've seen samurai movies.
Choppy
That's
choppy?
how they say, yes, choppy choppy.
Fair enough.
That's how you samurai somebody. That's going to catch on. You wait.
Well, I'm sure we'll get to some sort of samurai movie eventually, and we'll just use that.
Oh, yeah.
So they're figuring things out, you know. This guy's escaped, and he's very busy. He's got to talk to, you know.
He's got shit to do, but he's like, you know, and because also, not only is this a tour bus, which I still hesitate whether it's a tour bus because there's nowhere for them to sleep, it's also a mobile science lab.
Yeah. Well, it's World Watch 1, which is what they also are.
Yes.
They're everything. They're everything, and
it's the A-team if they were a band, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
So they stop off to get Dr. Sidney Zoeibel, who will now be known as New Jersey for the rest of this film.
Yep.
So Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Picture Jeff Goldblum, guys. In your minds. In your mind's eye.
This
picture
is
Jeff Goldblum.
Like, everyone talks about that fucking shirtless picture from fucking Jurassic Park. How come this isn't a meme?
Now picture Jeff Goldblum in a 10-gallon cowboy hat.
I would call it 15 gallons.
Maybe even 15.
It's quite large.
Because you're hanging with the Hong Kong Cavaliers, you got to be extra.
You got to do it.
A bright, and I mean bright, hot rod red.
Yep.
Cowboy shirt.
Yep.
Like, and I mean, it looks like it was freshly stitched.
Yes, and also, you know, he's got the bandana tied around his neck.
Bandana tied around his neck because he's a cowboy.
He's a cowboy.
Chaps that look like they were made by an entire sheep's wool.
Yep.
Cowboy boots, which we find there's no spurs.
Yeah.
Perfect Tommy and Reno kind of give him the business about having no spurs.
Well, in all fairness, he is lying to them. He does lie to them.
Well, because he's like, I'm a big fan of all you guys. All your books, movies, records, everything.
Yeah.
You must be Pecos.
You're Pecos, right? And he's like, no, I'm...
Perfect Tommy.
Perfect Tommy. Oh, right. Well, you're Pecos. No, I'm... Who the fuck was
Reno.
He? Reno. He's like, I'm Reno.
I love it. No, Pecos in Tibet. I'm Reno.
Yeah. Oh.
You will notice that happens a lot in this movie, where something or someone is referenced,
and they're not there.
They're never referenced again.
Well,
Pecos is in Tibet.
Yeah.
Who's Pecos? Doesn't matter.
Well, that's the thing, because he is in the scene where they play the music. Like, he's on stage.
No, he's not.
No, isn't he?
Nope.
Isn't Pecos not? No,
Nope.
Sorry, it was, what's his nuts? Fuck, I got the names here. Pinky.
Pinky Carruthers.
Yeah.
Blue Blaze Irregular.
He doesn't have much of a part because he's a musician.
He's not an actor.
He's a musician.
He's a musician, and so is the other guy with the saxophone, because they actually need musicians to actually play actual music on stage.
Exactly.
So they're like Friends Call Me New Jersey.
Yeah.
Which is what we're calling them for the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So Bonzai visits Penny.
Yep.
In a prison.
And apparently they let you just be, sexified. Because...
Oh, she's
sprawled.
She's
sprawled
literally
out,
sprawled out like it's a calendar shoot.
Half
like,
naked,
hello, Bonzai.
half naked, just lying there like, "Hi, Bonzai, why'd you come visit me?" And I'm like, I mean, I know who we're making this movie for, but
I can think of a couple reasons why I came. But all right,
that works. Just saying.
He basically explains who she is to her.
Yeah.
Like, were you born here? Well, no, but I'm from this place, but I was born there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I was adopted. It's like, I know you're adopted because you remind me of somebody.
Yeah.
Was she beautiful? She was Queen of the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an answer to the question,
no.
sir. I asked if she was beautiful.
No. Because
I'm sure there's been some ugly queens.
Yeah. But then he just sort of implies, like, well, we'll talk about that again later. And they kind of do. And it might be my favorite line of the whole movie, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
So, Perfect Tommy is also in the prison. Mm-hmm. There's also other women in the prison, like Perfect Tommy.
Yeah, Perfect Tommy is like, oh, this is the best place ever.
Give me your jacket. Why? Because you're perfect.
You're right, I am. Like, what the fuck?
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
What are we doing? Like, Jesus Christ.
So they ride.
Mm-hmm.
They ride to the press conference explaining the 8th dimension, their oscillator. They reveal the brain in the jar. Huzzah! Because this.
Mm-hmm.
Basically explaining that the 8th dimension is level to our world.
Yes.
So the mountain I went into...
Because
you can knock the mountain down, sift through the rubble for the rest of your life, and you will never find this, and he reveals the brain going basically like, I didn't go in the mountain. Mm-hmm. I just used the mountain as a door to get to the 8th dimension.
Yeah, like he holds up a rock and just sort of goes, there's space in here that we can't get to, and that's where I went.
And that's why we need the oscillator.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out that Penny's also a doctor later on, but she's smart, because she's explaining, like, oh,
She says, like, a whole bunch of fucking technobabble, and then just goes, but I guess that was obvious. I guess I wouldn't know that. And then Bonzai, in his suave voice, I guess, just sort of goes, no, it's not obvious, and if it was, everyone would do it.
Every
day.
The
whole place fucking bursts out laughing like it's the funniest thing they've ever heard.
Well, like, the one reporter lady, literally, before he even starts speaking, she just goes, Bonzai, oof. She just wants a piece.
It's like when we did our ill-fated podcast of the fucking 1966 Batman. Every woman that sees Bonzai immediately wants to jump on. And it's no different with this, because, what ends up happening... Whatever. Well, no, it was the parallel. Bonsai is the same thing as Batman.
I mean, you never said Batman.
Didn't I?
No.
I meant to. But I think people do what I meant.
Yeah.
Every woman just wants to jump on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
so,
from what I'm gathering, everyone in the world wants to jump on, whatever parts you're working with.
Yeah. So, what ends up happening is, like, randomly... somebody shows up and just goes, Bonsai, you have a call from the president. The president of who?
I love it. The president of what? Because I get calls from presidents every day.
All the time.
I'm Buckaroo fucking Bonzai now.
Of the United States. And he just walks away.
It's like, okay, excuse me, everybody. You can take this, Gita.
Yeah.
I'm off.
And then he hands it to fucking Penny, and this is where I pointed that out, because he just goes, here, hold my thruster. And she goes, anytime.
Yeah.
I'm like, penis. That's where we're going here.
Allegories.